Hello students, welcome to PhD Jobs and Admission again. So this is Gauri. So in this video, we are going to see most important top 10 MCQs on steps of research part 2. Okay. So in this part, I'm going to take MCQs on research design, then analysis of data, interpretation of data and hypothesis testing. Okay. So after watching this video, all of your concepts will be solved about this topic, or else whenever you have any doubts you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, so students, as we know that we have to give PET PhD entrance exam, and for that the exam is held on 6 November, okay, and it has total 100 marks and it has two sections, section A and section B. Okay, so section A carries 50 marks and it is for research methodology, and there is 1 mark for each question. Okay, and that's why we are providing you complete course on research methodology, and we have included all these units under this course. Okay, and under this course we are also providing you full syllabus video lectures, and we have theory and MCQs as well in these. Okay, we are also providing you full syllabus notes and mock tests, and we have 10 mock tests like this, and each mock test contains 40 MCQs. So in total we have 400 MCQs. Okay, and also we are providing you more than 1500 MCQs revision PDF, and because of that you can solve all the MCQs and you can also do revision based on it. Okay, and all these things are available in both the languages, that is Hindi and English. Okay, so I am going to give you 100% guarantee that because of this course you will qualify this examination, and also it will help you to tackle with your interview sessions. Okay, so to buy this course you can download global online app. For that I have provided link in the description box, or else you can contact through these numbers as well. Okay, and the course fee is only 699 rupees. Okay, so students, let us start with our first question. So in this question they have asked us that what is the major attribute of correlation analysis. It means that what is the function of correlation analysis, or what is the meaning of it. Okay, so whenever we talk about correlation analysis, so it mainly focus on finding the association. So this is most important thing, that association between one or more quantitative independent variables. So quantitative independent variable, okay, and quantitative dependent variable. Okay, so basically what correlation analysis do, so it does the association between two or more. So it finds the association between two or more independent variable and dependent variable. Okay, and those variables are quantitative. Okay, so basically it does the association among the variables. Okay, so let us see the options. So first option is association among variables, difference among variables, regression among variables, variations among variables. Now you guys tell me what should be the correct answer to this question. Obviously association among variables, because this does the association between the variables, not difference, not degradation and not variations as well. So just think about association. So I know these two words are confusing, variation and association, but here association it is doing, not variation. Okay, so the correct answer is 1. Now in this question, here they have asked us that how is random sampling helpful. Okay, so as the name suggests, what does the random sampling mean? So we have the sample data. So from sample data, every element has the equal chance of getting selecting. Okay, so that we call it as random sampling. So why the random sampling is helpful? Because this random sampling gives us the accurate results. Okay, because it is reasonably accurate, because everyone is getting an equal chance to get selected. Okay, so every kind of data we will get. Okay, An economical method of data collection. So yes, it is the economical method of data collection, and also it is a traditional method of data collection. Free from personal biases. Yes, it is free from personal biases because everyone is getting an equal chance. There is nothing like that one person getting a special chance and another is getting less one. So there is nothing like that, and that's why these three things are the helpful, okay, for us for doing the research, and these are helpful because it is because of the random sampling, and that's why the correct answer to this question is what? Answer 4. Now in this question they have asked us that Tippit table refers to as. So as the name suggests, Tippit is the name of the scientist, okay. So he was the scientist and he published random sampling numbers. What he published? Random sampling numbers, okay, in 1927, okay, and thus he invented the random number table, okay, and that random number table is also referred to as table of random digits, table used in sampling methods, table used in statistical investigations, okay. So let us see the options. First is table of random digits. Yes, it is also referred to as random digits, okay, table of random digits. Second is the table used in sampling methods. Yes, it is also referred as a table which is used in sampling methods. Third is the table used in statistical investigations. Yes, this is also referred to as a table which is used in statistical investigations. So all of the above is the correct answer to this question, okay. Now in this question, what are the conditions in which type 1 error occurs? So here they have given us the conditions and they have asked us that in these conditions, which is the condition in which type 1 error occurs. Okay, so let us see what is the type 1 error. So whenever we do hypothesis testing, so there are two types of error. First is what? Type 1 error, and the second is type 2 error. Okay. So type 1 error occurs when our null hypothesis is true. Okay, and then we reject it. Then type 1 error occurs. And when our null hypothesis is false and we unable to reject it, okay, we don't reject it, then type 2 error occurs, okay. And we have seen in our yesterday's video that null hypothesis means that there is no difference in the parameter and our predicted features or predicted variable, okay. So let us see the options. First option is null hypothesis get accepted even if it is false. So this is the type 2 error, okay, this is not type 1 error, so this is eliminated. The null hypothesis get rejected even if it is true. Yes, this is the correct answer to this question, because whenever there is null hypothesis and it gets rejected even if it is true, then type 1 error occurs, okay. Third is both the null hypothesis as well as alternative hypothesis are rejected. So there is no such case in which both the hypotheses are rejected. Either we have to choose null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis in our research, and that's why this all statement is incorrect, okay, and that's why this option is also eliminated. So the correct answer to this question is 2, okay. Now next is circle graphs are used to show. Okay, so why we use circle graphs in our data interpretation methods? Because circle graphs helps us in visualizing information and also data. Okay, so whenever you see this type of a circle and you do some compartments in it, okay, for example, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So you are doing here how these various parts like A, B, C, D are related to this whole circle, right? So for these reasons, circle graphs are used, okay. So let us see the options. First is how is one part related to other parts. Second is how various sections share in the whole. How is one whole related to another whole? How are various parts related to the whole? Okay, so in first case, they told us that how is one part related to other parts. So whenever we have to show like this, then we won't use circle graphs. Okay, so this is also incorrect. How various sections share in the whole. So whenever we have to show that there is a whole something and there are various sections and they are share in the whole, then also we don't show like this. Okay, so there is the another data interpretation method for that. So this is also incorrect. How is one whole related to another whole? So for that also we can use bar graph. Okay, so this is also incorrect. How are various parts related to the whole? So these various parts are related to whole. Okay, is shown by what? Circle graph. So the correct answer to this question is what? Answer 4. Okay. Now students, in this question it has been asked that which one is called non-probability sampling. Okay, so there are two sampling methods. First is what? Probability sampling. Okay, and the second one is that non-probability sampling. Okay, so as the name suggests, in probability sampling, what is done that the researcher select the members, okay, the members of the sample by equal opportunity to participate in the study. So every people has the equal chances to participate in the study, and the exactly opposite thing occurs in non-probability sampling. So in this, a researcher choose, okay, a member in the particular population, okay, and there is no equal chance for all the samples to get selected. Okay, so there are basically three types of probability sampling. First is that cluster sampling, second is systematic sampling, okay, and the third one is stratified random sampling. Okay, so let us see the options. First is quota sampling, second is cluster sampling, third is systematic sampling, fourth is stratified random sampling. So as we have seen that these three are the types of probability sampling. So these three are eliminated. So the correct answer is what? Quota sampling. Because here they have asked is which one is called the non-probability sampling. So the correct answer is 1. Now in this question, sampling cases can be defined as. So what is the definition of sampling cases? As the name suggests, these are the cases, and sampling means what? The number of samples. Okay, so that means the samples or the sampling that we use in the case study research. Okay, so these samples can be anything. Okay, for example, number of people or number of newspapers, number of anything. Okay, so these samples that we use under the case study research, and we name them as sampling cases because these are the different cases because we use them under our research study. Okay, so in this, what researcher do? So researcher made their own decision regarding the strategies of sampling, then number of case studies, then definition of unit of analysis, etc. Okay, so let us see the options. First option is sampling using a sampling frame. Second is identifying people who are suitable for research. Second is literally the researcher's briefcase. And the last one is a sampling of people, newspapers, television programs, etc. So in the first, sampling using a sampling frame. So as the statement suggests, it is not the sampling cases because here is nothing like we can use at our samples, okay, or we can use it as the cases. So this is eliminated. Identifying people who are suitable for research. So this is also not sampling cases because it is the method of what? Identifying people who are suitable for research. So this is also eliminated. Third is literally the researcher's briefcase. No, this is also incorrect. So the remaining option is 4, which is the correct answer to this question because here a sampling of people. So people can be a case, right? Then newspaper is a case. Television programs is a case. So the correct answer is what? 4. Now in this question, which technique is generally followed when the population is finite? Okay, so from these techniques, which techniques can be used when the population is finite? Okay, so let us see first technique, systematic sampling technique. So as the name suggests, okay, so there is the sampling done by a systematic method. That means a researcher, what he do, a researcher select the members in a particular type of a population at regular intervals, okay, at regular intervals, and this is a type of or the technique used in probability sampling method, okay, probability sampling method, okay. Then purposive sampling technique. So as the name suggests, purposive means having a kind of a purpose. So a researcher having a particular kind of a purpose towards the sample in a population. So that we call it as purposive sampling technique. Then third is area sampling technique. So as the name suggests, the samples are collected from a particular area. So here the population is finite. That means we know the amount of population, okay. So whenever we want to know about the purposes or the area, so whether our population is finite or infinite is not important. So these two are eliminated. So the first option, obviously it is the correct answer to this question, because whenever a researcher know that this amount of population is present, then he can make a number of intervals based on that, okay, and he can do systematically a sampling technique. So the correct answer is 1, okay. Now students, in this question they have asked us that what is the use of factorial analysis, okay. So before going to this topic, we will see what is the meaning of factorial analysis. So factorial analysis is a statistical method, okay, and in this method what we do the variability between, or we assess the variability between two variables in terms of what? Factors, okay. And that's why the name is what? Factorial analysis. And these factors are what? These factors are unobserved variables. So we haven't seen these variables, we haven't observed these variables. So based on these unobserved variables, we are assessing the variability between two variables that we know, okay. So this is what factorial analysis, and here they have asked us what is the use of it. So first is for setting the hypothesis. As the use of it is that what we are assessing the difference between, okay, between two variables, okay. So this is the incorrect, so this is eliminated. Second is to understand the difference between two variables, to understand the relationship between two variables, to understand the difference between various variables. So here relationship, here various, okay, and here two and difference. So the correct answer is what? Obviously the correct answer to this question is 2, because here we are assessing the difference between two variables in terms of factors, and these factors are what? Unobserved variables. So the correct answer is 2, okay. Now in this question the sociogram technique is used to study, and we have to fill this blank, okay. So what is sociogram technique? So sociogram technique is the graphical representation. It is what? Graphical representation of human relation, of human relation. Just see the word sociogram, socio, that means it should be related to social beings or human beings, okay. So it is graphical representation of what? Human relation, and it gives us social links formed by one particular person as well, and also it can be give us social links formed by different persons. Okay, so let us see the options. First is vocational interest, second is human relations, third is professional competence, and fourth is achievement motivation. Now you guys tell me what should be the correct answer. Obviously the correct answer is human relations. Okay, so this is very easy question. So the correct answer is what? 2. Now students, thank you for watching this video. So if you have any doubts, then please ask me in the comment box. Okay.